Hi everybody, so I want to introduce you to these things. What these are concrete moulds. You make standard blocks of concrete out of them, so like a 4-inch cube like that one. And then you can test it for things like shear and compression, torsion, twist, all that sort of stuff. We used them when we made the graphene concrete, so I've got a few kicking about. Now, if you were to buy something like this, brand new, it's between sort of 45, 50 pounds for this size, about 80 pounds for that size, and then we've got a beam one here, be about 120, 150 pounds. But I looked on eBay this morning. You can have that for 20 quid, that for 30 quid, and I couldn't find one of them. But they can be got very, very cheaply, and they're nothing more than a huge solid lump of cast iron. Now, I was looking at those, I was thinking, you know, I can't see a more suitable piece of material to make a tabletop stroke open fireplace than something like that. Now they are moulds, so they break apart. You've got the square bit, gives us a flat plate, and the square bit breaks into these 4 pieces here. And if you get a second-hand one, you're going to be cleaning it. And I'm going to be cleaning this one with a mixture of vinegar, table salt and washing up liquid and a bit of wire wool. So I get to cleaning it and putting it back together. So for a bit of elbow grease and this cleaner, we go from this to this. And I think it's a bit of industrial art. Now, if you've never used this cleaner before, you're missing a trick. It's vinegar, salt and washing up liquid. And we did a video called Miracle Cleaner, something or other, going through the recipe and how to use it. It's just awesome. But we get this nice polished base. Now this weighs an absolute ton, so you're not going to knock it particularly easily, and that's the big advantage of it. To use it, all you really do is take a tin can. I've got this little one here and pop it in there. You can use any size can, like a bean can. Anything that comes to just below the surface of this is going to be just Jim Dandy Super Brill and Ace. Obviously we could put our methanol heater in here as well if you thought that base was a little bit flimsy. Try this, you won't think this is flimsy. And all we do is put some fuel in there. Now it is a methanol stroke, ethanol stroke, isopropanol alcohol heater. I'm going to put this methylated spirits in. Methylated spirits in the UK is in fact ethanol with a bit of pink dye and a horrible taste. So that is ethanol. So I put some ethanol and fill it up way to wherever you want to fill it, and then light it. Obviously, when you're lighting it, do not reach in there with your lighter. If you've never done anything like this before, do remember to check out the video that I did called Playing with Fire, because we're about to light that, and we light that with some kind of spill. That's just a length of paper, and it will go woof. There you go. And it's lit. Now these things are sold as decorative fires. They don't give out much heat, particularly because the BTUs of ethanol isn't particularly great. And I think it's something like 17 million of these fires have been sold in the USA. So a huge number, very popular, extremely easy to make, and don't require a flue or a vent. And doesn't mean they don't require ventilation. They do require ventilation because they put out water. But it's less than the ventilation you would do in your shower room, for example. So you do need a bit of ventilation. If you want to use that as a stove, then you could put something like that on it. That is a trivet that we made for the rocket stove in one of the rocket stove videos. Now we make an awesome trivet. The other thing that's really cool is grab yourself a piece of something like this. Now I get this from Metals for You. It's cut to size, 300mm long, and it's 4 inches square. When we put that on, something remarkable happens. It rockets out. Hear that sound? That rocketing sound is what is the distinctive noise for rocket stoves. They're called rocket stoves because of that sound that they make. Putting on this humble chimney has changed this rather gentle little ethanol fire into a roaring rocket flame. Actually, you can really feel the heat now. This is getting super hot. So this has changed it from being a decorative feature into being an actual room heater. No, but this big chunky lump of steel right there, cast iron, that's going nowhere. Sit on a piece of tile, either Leave it as that gentle, pretty flame that you can stare lovingly into your one true love's eyes, or stick a chimney on it and it's a room heater. So I can't think of anything easier or cheaper. These things are, you can buy them brand new, you can buy them second hand, you basically clean them, put a tin in there, and any tin will do, baked bean tin, whatever it is. Pour in some ethanol, methanol, isopropanol, alcohol, and light it, and you're away. You have yourself a ethanol stove that are incredibly popular. Put the chimney on, and this chimney is going to cost you maybe £3 to £5, I think, something like that. So for an expenditure of, for me, £25, I've got this awesome heater. Now to put it out, I've got a piece of steel, and you're right, metal's for you. It's 5 inches by 5 inches, and all I have to do is slide that over there. It will starve the flame of oxygen, and the flame goes out when you leave it long enough. Oh dear, there we go. Never work with animals or children or live flames. That is tremendously easy to do, and of course the stability of it is unbelievable. Now, these things come in 4-inch, which is 100mm, which is one here, and then there's 150mm. They're the standard sizes. They weigh a ton, so I mean, really, it's very difficult to kick those over or knock them. The long ones, they come in a whole variety of sizes, and you just do the same thing. You just put more tins in your long one, and you're going to have yourself more of a flame. And if you look at these ethanol heaters that you can purchase, then you get a whole range of designs. So you get ones that go in the walls, ones that are freestanding, ones that are shoved up against the wall. It's just this enormous range, but dead easy for you to make. Now, I bought a stove which I can't use because I can't afford to actually have it installed. It runs off methanol, ethanol, isopropanol, alcohol, and they're a bit expensive in terms of fuels, but I've got a long way to go before I reach that £2,000 that it was going to cost me to put my log burner in, and I'm going to take this home, I think, and put it in that stove that I bought and convert my stove to an ethanol burner so I can actually use it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope this sparks your idea. I really just wanted to show you that this thing was easily, readily available, piece of cake to convert, and anybody could do it without any tools. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching. Please do remember to like and subscribe.